Hello everyone, Elrond here with part 7 of my NGN Dark Souls run. So, looks like I actually got my Balder Side Sword, and so now I'm upgrading it. And so then now, I'm trying to get myself back over here. I'm not sure why. What's going on now? Ah, yes. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to go into Lower Undeadburg. So we're gonna kill these guys one more time for the time being, and then we are going to actually go out the church through the back, or front, depending on what kind of backwards view of it you have. It seems like people tend to have a disagreement on where the front and the back is. Anywho, pretty sure that's a global thing. And so I'm not used to this gate being open, so I'm paranoid about it being open. So I decide I'm going to close it and then reopen it, because I don't want to have the situation where I walk on the other side and then, mysteriously it decides to close itself because I've, triggered an event. So, by virtue of me manually opening it, I should be ensuring that it will not close in the future. That is what I tell myself to help myself sleep at night, at least. I am heavily insomniac, so I do need these kinds of things to help me sleep at night. So, I bring out the longbow, and then I realize I don't have any arrows that I'm willing to spend. Feather arrows are kind of expensive for this stage. So I go screw that, and I feel like I'm going slower. I probably got tipped over the edge on the 25%, and for whatever reason I didn't notice it at the time. But I do eventually get that stupid bow out of my inventory, or out of my equip load. Now we've got ourselves this mechanical boar. He's weak to fire, which is going to be great for us. Melee people will often take that big pillar of fire over there and force him to run through it and just basically sit there and cheese him to death, but no cheese needed here. I mean, I guess he's not willing to go into the church, so we're kind of cheesing him in that sense, but we are going to legitimately do all of the damage, unlike some people that I know. Although those people don't have the advantage of pyromancy. And so we got his helmet, but his helmet's clunky and derpy looking. I like keeping myself under 25% equip load. I don't like the slowness, and I'm surprised that I'm not noticing that I'm slow at this point. But in any case, I think I finally end up noticing once I put on a new set of armor that I find that's slightly better. Ah yes, so these guys with spears, we've got a pet name for him too. We call these guys Lancelot, because they use their lance a lot. Although technically they should be called Shield a lot, because they use their shield far more. I've found in the course of my tenure here in Dark Souls 1 that the best way to deal with Lancelot is to leave your shield down and bait him into attacking you. And then, well, that didn't work out because he was but you get the idea. Once his shield's down, and we're in a kind of a better position to do something about it, things are great. Because as you can see, he rotates on a dime really fast, so you can't just dupe him into a backstab. Yeah, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it feels like backstabbing's a lot easier in Dark Souls 2 than Dark Souls 1. Either that or the S-Stock is just designed to have much better chances at doing it. The Baldur's Side Sword is physically capable. I've done it before on things that don't know about me, and then I'm just too lazy to bother doing it with these guys otherwise. But if I'm not casting in Dark Souls 2, then I like the backstab because it's basically does double damage and gives me invulnerability frames and all kinds of nice little benefits. But for whatever reason, I don't happen to care enough here. Maybe it's because the Baldur's Side Sword just does 5 metric shit tons more damage than the fully upgraded S-Stock in Dark Souls 2. So, these rats here, it's a good spot to farm humanity if you're going to be the type of person that doesn't want to do the duplication gambit. A better spot to farm it will be in the depths. I will not actually be showing that spot because we don't really care about that spot. Maybe long term I'll end up eventually going through there. It depends on if I struggle too much with Gwyn, the final boss. I might actually backtrack a bunch and then basically go through Solier's quests and have him be a Sunbro there. But I don't really plan to go to the depths for any deeper than picking up Pyrobro. As worthless as a Pyromancer instructor as he is necessary, because you need your glove to be plus 10 before the good instructor will even bother noticing you, or bother to let you notice her. So we're going backwards a bit in Undead Burg into basically the spot where the game intended us to go first. They didn't want us going around and getting into the church before seeing this stuff. But we are clever and we got around it. Basically, at this point, I want arrows. And yeah, I could go back to Andre, but Andre's so far away. This guy's practically on the way to what we wanted to do anyways. So we're going to talk to him and pick up a key that we frankly don't really care about because we're not going to be using sorceries, so we don't need to free the sorcery guy. But I do it anyways. And I pick up 300 arrows. And yeah, I'm definitely moving slowly here. But still not noticing it. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I will see you next video. Good luck, have fun.